Well, hello, Pisces, and welcome to Firestar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt, and today we are doing things a little different. We're doing a pick a card reading. Now, I am a little bit late on these readings, so that means that you will be getting another reading today, if not today, tomorrow, or even Thursday, Pisces, okay? Another general reading. So this is a pick a card reading, so let me go ahead and enlarge the photos so that you guys can see the piles a little bit better here. So we have pile number 1 on the far left-hand side, which is the amethyst. We also have the middle deck, which is pile number 2, which is the black obsidian arrowhead. And then we have pile number 3, which is the rose quartz. So take a minute to focus on these decks. Close your eyes, take a few breaths in, a few breaths out, and really concentrate on the question, what actions should you take toward your person? I'll give you guys a few minutes to really focus on this deck. On these decks. If you need more time, you can pause the video. Okay, like I said, if you need a little bit more time, just go ahead and pause the video now. So again, we have the 3 decks, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull deck 3 and deck 4 aside. And then we will begin with deck 1. Before we get started, a few things, you guys. First of all, gender is fluid, which means masculine and feminines are energy and energies only. So we are not referring to actual male or female. Okay, we're referring to the energies. We all possess masculine and feminine energies within us. It is up to us to balance the two. Okay. Also, time is irrelevant here. Okay, on this channel, I don't speak of time a whole lot. If I do, it's divine timing, and of course, our timing and divine timing is not the same thing. Also, your relationship status doesn't matter here. Okay. I know plenty of people who are in union but have a disunion, and I know plenty of people who are in separation and have a union. Okay, so again, social relationship status is pretty much irrelevant. Okay, let's see a few more things. If you feel like the roles should be switched, it's very easy. Just flip the roles. The way messages come through is they come through, and again, I'm just the messenger, so don't shoot the messenger here. Also, let's see. I think that's pretty much it. I did reach 200 subscribers. I want to thank every single one of you guys who have subscribed to my channel. I'm almost close to 300 now. I will be doing another giveaway when we hit close to 400 subscribers, going up to 5. And then I will announce the winner once we hit 500 subscribers. So I'll make you guys a video just for that so that you guys understand all the rules and all that stuff, okay? Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and get into this reading. If this reading does resonate for you, let me know in the comments down below how it does. Let's see. All right, don't forget to do all the good stuff, you guys. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, join my family, and help these messages get to who they need to be given to, okay? So for pile number 1, those of you who chose the amethyst, this is your reading. So clearly we're going to be looking at what action should you take towards your person with clarification. We're also going to be looking at the connection between you two, okay, Pisces? And we're also going to be looking at your person's energy as well as my Pisces energy for pile 1, okay? Pile 1, your person's energy, we have I relate in peace, and I consume only my fair share. For your energy, we have in stillness I receive, and the universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. Yes, Pisces, yes. I feel like you have this sense of just knowing it's your time, okay? I feel like maybe you've gone through a lot emotionally, physically, and, it's kind of been like years of bad luck, and now it's like, that you have put in the work, you have done, the shadow work when it comes to working on yourself, and I really feel this transition into a good luck, kind of like the Wheel of Fortune card here, okay? And it's like, this, and that the universe has huge plans for you, and you're ready to take action towards them. I also see that you like to be in this stillness because you understand in the stillness, this is when you get the downloads, okay? So when you're quiet, when you take the time to meditate, this is when the answers, the messages, and the downloads come to you. So in stillness, you do receive, okay? For your person's energy, and it's important to understand too, sometimes the energy for your person can come through as the energy that you see them or the energy that you're attracted to. But we do have, I consume only my fair share. So I feel like this person doesn't take advantage of people. And they have this sense of calm to them, okay? They don't like drama. They don't like argumentation. They're just kind of more a peaceful, maybe the person who doesn't like to, like I said, argue. They don't like drama. They don't like, that petty kind of BS. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at the relationship between you two, the connection between you two. We have the ten of emotions in reverse, which is the 10 of cups. We have the hermit in reverse. We have the 2 of inspiration in reverse, the 3 of voices in reverse. Wow. The 5 of voices in reverse, the 8 of voices in reverse, the 8 of materials in reverse, and the 4 of materials. Let's see if I can fit these all in here. Whoops. All right, so let's take a look here. So I do see that this relationship could have ended, or definitely that there is a disunion in this connection, okay? I feel like there's been a lot of digging deep when it comes to this connection, maybe questioning why this relationship went wrong. Why is there this disunion? Something didn't settle right in this connection, or something didn't end right in this connection. And I feel like there was a lack of mental clarity, a lack of communication, and a lack of understanding as far as to why this relationship ended, okay? But I feel like this energy that you have, Pisces, is because you know that after this, heartache, after this struggle, you know that you deserve better, and you know that that's coming to you, okay? So we do have the 10 of cups here in reverse, which is telling me that, this wasn't the relationship that you thought it was, okay? You didn't have that fulfillment when it came to the abundance of love, when it came to the affection and the connection. I feel like there was just this lack of abundance in the relationship. We also have the hermit here in reverse, which is telling me somebody kind of stayed trapped within. Somebody didn't communicate well enough. Somebody just kind of kept all their emotions inside. And they kind of allowed that to kind of put some negative energy into this relationship, okay? We also have the 2 of inspirations in reverse, the 2 of wands in reverse. It's this sense of not starting this new beginning, being stuck, not having the passion to move forward. So it's kind of like this stagnant, just this stagnant, again, the lack of spark to begin something new here. We also have the 3 of voices in reverse, which is telling me there has been some kind of feeling trapped. Again, lack of communication, just not willing to even have the conversation. Right next, look, we've got the 3 of voices in reverse, the 5 of voices in reverse, and the 8 of voices in reverse, you guys. This is all swords, okay? 3 of swords reverse, 5 of swords reverse, 8 of swords reverse. This is this sense of a lot of mental, emotional abuse here, okay? Whether this was something that you did to yourself or whether this was something that you went through with your partner, just know I will provide a few numbers in the description box if you feel like you need help when it comes to a physical abusive relationship, because an emotionally abusive relationship can be the same as a physically abusive relationship. And if you guys are in a physical relationship, nobody deserves that. So I will provide a number down below if you guys do feel like you need help outside of healing. Maybe, this relationship, if this relationship is still going on and hasn't physically ended, if you feel like there's no way to get out, again, I will provide a number down below that you guys can call for help, okay? Not saying that that's everything, but that's just kind of like how I'm kind of feeling with this reading. I feel like there's a lot of physical and emotional abuse, more emotional abuse than physical abuse here, but it was this sense of, whatever created this mental state. I guess it's not that it's irrelevant, but we're going to focus on this mental state here because this mental state is really important. Again, with the 3 of voices, I feel like the initiative was never taken to really communicate here, okay? We also have the 5 of voices in reverse. It's this sense of just feeling like there's so many thoughts in the head, there's no outreach, okay? It's like a lot of challenges when it comes to what should be spoken and what shouldn't be spoken, okay? We also have the 8 of voices in reverse. This is that sense of feeling permanently trapped, okay? This is like the mind of lunatics, okay? This is that beating yourself up, blaming yourself for everything, feeling trapped by your own thoughts. Whether somebody else put those thoughts and those ideas into your head, you do have control over your thoughts here. So you can get out of this mental state. I just see that in this relationship, in this connection, it wasn't a very, there wasn't, conversations weren't had, period. And I feel like there wasn't enough work put in, and I feel like somebody's really evaluating this situation, but I see them evaluating their situation and blaming themselves. We do have the Four of Pentacles here. I do also feel like somebody may have been greedy in this connection. But not only greedy, but greedy for the right reasons. Somebody put themselves first in this connection, and I feel like because of that, one person became the dependent and one person became the codependent. Okay, one became the runner, one became the chaser here. So let's go ahead and find out what action you should take towards this person, and then clarifying. Plus, we'll pull some oracle cards as well from Spirit. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Princess of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Wow. The Nine of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Star, and the Fool. Let's go ahead and clarify too here just to make sure. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse, Ten of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like currently it's this lack of manifestation now, okay? So I do feel like this connection has ended. Whether you guys are physically together or not is irrelevant, but there is a disunion. Clearly, this wasn't a healthy connection. Everything that you wanted out of the relationship just wasn't achieved. You felt like the relationship never started. It never went anywhere. As much as you may have wanted it or, seen or thought in your head that this was a good relationship, it just feels like it never took off, okay? I also have, again, with this Queen of Pentacles energy here, I have this sense of somebody not being able to manifest, okay? So I feel like you did not manifest this connection, so this is how we're starting off what actions you should take. Because you couldn't manifest in this connection, we're going to focus on how you can manifest, not in this connection, but how you can manifest in general, okay? We have the Princess of Cups here, okay? This is someone who's a little bit immature when it comes to love. And I don't mean immature like childish. I just mean somebody who maybe hasn't had a long-term connection in a while. Maybe somebody who's getting their feet wet when it comes to dating, when it comes to love. But I feel more importantly with this Princess of Cups in reverse, this is the love that you have for yourself, the love, the oneness that is needed to be able to succeed in any relationship. I like to say a lot here on my channel, if you don't love yourself and you don't respect yourself, how can someone love you or respect you? You have to set up those boundaries within yourself before you can even start a connection. And I know that a lot of connections that are started are not started off properly. Most connections are started because of fear of being alone or, kind of having the blinders on and thinking that you know someone, and 2 years down the road, you didn't know them the way that you thought you did. And so it becomes this, I'm not happy, or either trapped kind of a feel. Okay. So I feel like with this connection, it was kind of that, but really quickly here. So this Princess of Cups energy is more of a not loving yourself and not respecting yourself kind of energy here. Okay. But I feel like it's needed. It's definitely needed. We have the Queen of Swords, which is telling me that there is a lack of mental clarity, clearly. We also have the Nine of Wands in reverse. I feel like your burdens really weighed you down here. The burdens of this connection, whether this was you feeling like you didn't do enough, whether you feel like you weren't pretty enough or handsome enough, whatever the situation is. Everybody's going to have different situations here, but those burdens, whatever those burdens were that has held you back from moving forward, is this energy that I'm feeling. Okay, Pisces. We also have the Seven of Wands here, which is telling me that you're going to win. You're a fighter. You're going to push through all this and you're going to get through. We do have the Nine of Swords here in reverse. Again, very similar to the Eight of Voices. This is kind of reevaluating all those thoughts, trying to figure out which thoughts are good for you, which thoughts aren't good for you, which thoughts that you can actually organize and get out of your head kind of thing. The Nine of Swords is going back. It's almost an ending to this really brutal, painful cycle. The not knowing is almost over here, but it's this sense of right now being stuck in this mindset, okay? But I do see you ending with the Star and the Fool, which is a really good positive energy, Pisces. This is that wishing on a star, hoping for a better connection. Whether this is wishing for this person to come back or not, you're still hopeful. And I see you taking a leap of faith towards something, okay? We're clarifying this negative energy with the not loving yourself, not respecting yourself, not having the mental clarity you need, and not being able to manifest because you're weighing yourself down with these burdens, okay? And they are clarified with the Queen of Cups. Again, not manifesting true love, okay? And remember, you have to start with yourself before anyone else. Now, I did want to kind of clarify what's going on here with these burdens, you know, you fighting and being stuck in this kind of you know, and it is clarified with the Ten of Swords, which is oppression. So you are holding yourself back from finding things that you truly deserve or things that are being rewarded to you because of this mental state of beating yourself up over these burdens, okay? So it's important to understand, to get out of this rut, you have to start organizing these thoughts. Which ones are real and which ones aren't, okay? Which means if, you know, this person made you feel like you were ugly, so to speak, okay? And I'm just using this as an example. This doesn't have to be what's going on. But say this person made you feel less attractive. They made you feel really, really ugly. It's important to understand that the way we think people see us is the way we see ourselves. So deep down inside, this is going to mean that you really feel this way. You feel like this connection ended because you weren't good enough, because you weren't pretty enough. So it's important to focus on you and your energy, okay? Take the time to, even if you don't believe it, okay? Let's say the worst case scenario. You don't believe you're attractive. You don't believe you're beautiful. You don't believe you're handsome. Not saying that's the case. I'm just using this as an example. It's like, even if you don't believe it, okay, which you should, but even if you don't believe it, still wake up every morning, look in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm a bad motherfucker. I am beautiful. I am sexy. He lost or she lost, okay? Once you start doing that and repeating it every day and start telling yourself, believe it or not, you start believing the things you hear. So then it'll start to be a little bit easier to kind of control the negative thoughts. But in order to control those negative thoughts, or even to banish those negative thoughts, you have to replace them with positive thoughts, okay? So it's really important to just start changing your negative mind state by adding in some positive thoughts, okay? Now, like I said, after this kind of rut of you being in your head and feeling trapped and being stagnant, something in you still has hope and faith. And we have the Two of Pentacles verifying and clarifying the Star and the Fool. This is telling me that you are learning how to adapt, okay? Yes, you got caught in a rut, but this rut was needed. So I feel like you take the actions that is needed to better your energy, to better your soul, to better your heart and your mind, okay? I do see you, again, being adverse when it comes to this situation, being adverse when it comes to how you handle the situations, as well as being able to adapt to these situations, okay? Clearly, we're going to get into a little bit more detail here. We're going to really clarify what actions you should take towards this individual. And I'm just going to tell you right now, if this person has you feeling like this, then clearly you need to walk away. And Pisces, if you have somebody feeling like this, you know, just remember that, you know, you have to be open. You have to be open and communicate with this person that you just don't have these feelings with them, because sometimes leaving somebody in the dark is worse than just telling them the things that you fear telling them, okay? So again, you know, because the roles can be reversed here, the roles can be switched. So again, Pisces, if you are the one who is making somebody feel like, you know, they're not enough here, just remember that you do have to communicate, because if you don't communicate, they are going to think the worst. And if this is you, Pisces, and you're getting caught up in the not having mental clarity as far as what to say and what not to say, it's like you are your own worst enemy here. You are creating more problems, you know, and being stuck in this mind state. But same thing applies here. You're going to get out of it, okay? So regardless, you are going to be able to adapt, be able to, you know, definitely get over these humps and still have the hope and faith that you need, okay? And I do see you taking leaps of faith when it comes to love. So let's go ahead and clarify from Oracle, from Spirit, what's going on with this connection a little bit more in detail. Spirit, show us what we need to see, please, and the messages that need to be. Right off the bat, we do have love call. So I do feel like someone is going to reach out to you here. So I do feel like, you know, again, I feel like you're going to get the communication that you need. I do feel like either Pisces, you call this person and tell them, hey, look, I'm sorry things didn't work out right. I just didn't feel this, or I didn't feel this, or vice versa. You could call them and be like, you know what? I fucked up. I should have never left you. I should have told you how I truly felt instead of walking away from this connection. But again, the same thing applies to this energy. If this energy isn't where they need to be, this connection isn't going to work. You guys both have to work on yourselves here, okay? But I do see someone expressing the love, maybe a message, an email, a text message, and they are going to let you know that they're thinking of you. And you're going to find out, right? They're going to contact you in some way, shape, or form and let you know that they are thinking of you. Now, whether this is a new love or this past connection, we will find out, okay? See what else is going on here, Spirit. We have coffee cup, okay? Take the time to hang out with friends, meet someone new, have the conversation, you know, savor the moment, savor friendships, okay? Because and if you don't have friends, you know, I know it's kind of hard right now. I don't know really what everybody's dealing with as far as, you know, restrictions go. But, you know, get out there and try to do something. You know, make a conversation to an old friend, okay? We do have not today and wedding rings, okay? So I do see a soul contract here, a soul connection, an everlasting promise that was made, a union or a wedding. So some of you guys could be on the brinks of a divorce here with this separation. If not a divorce, just, you know, this person promised you the world and they didn't fall through, okay? They didn't follow through here. But again, it's just Spirit really telling you, hey, don't focus on this connection today. Embrace the connections that you do have, the people that are around you, whether this is family or friends. And I feel like the answers you need will come. Maybe not from this connection, but maybe from a new connection, okay? Sometimes divine and Spirit and God work in ways, and they take things from us to make us see something that we weren't faced with, something we weren't seeing, something we were blinded by, because love is very blinding here, you guys. All right? Anything else, Spirit, when it comes to this connection? Anything else we need to know here? We have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. So yeah, if you're really stuck in these emotions, you need to get yourself out of that state. You need to start, again, filling that negativity with positivity, okay? These are the healthy choices that you do need to make for yourself. Again, because there could be coming in somebody new that is 10 times better than this connection. And if you're caught up in this funk, this new person coming in is going to feel this energy and they're going to walk away from you, and you're going to be even more hurt than you were before. Now, clearly we all heal in different, you know, times, different ways. But I do see that there is this expansion here, okay? And because of a loss in this connection, you are going to get this like sense of playfulness with yourself. Like you're going to be, I feel like something in this connection is going to teach you to be a little bit more lighthearted here. Ironically enough, all this pain is going to turn into this oneness where you're really going to love yourself, and you're just going to feel so comfortable in your own skin, and you're going to expand in ways that I don't think you even understood you could expand, okay? Again, it's this oneness. It's this loving yourself, respecting yourself. We also have girl with the snake here, okay? Girl with the snake. This is somebody who has been charmed or didn't realize, you know, they needed to set boundaries with themselves here. Sometimes it's like you are your own worst enemy. So whether this person was charmed and had like a third party situation and left you for somebody else, or it was just you not creating boundaries and allowing this person to take everything from you, from your, everything, just your own self-worth, you know, your own self-trust. I feel like this person took a lot from you, Pisces, and because they did, I feel like you're going to learn your boundaries here. Again, I feel like this person, you were made to meet this person for a reason. I mean, I don't see the soulmate card here yet, or even the twin flames, but it's this sense of learning something here, okay? You do have the sword and rose. You do get the clarity and the truth that you are seeking here. There's some sense of revelation and solidarity that comes from you being persistent when it comes to protecting you, protecting your emotions, protecting your love, protecting your feelings, okay? And this in return gives you this power. And this power, this power is one that is just, again, it makes you able to adapt easy and to be adverse in situations. But there is competition here. There is an enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So yeah, I feel like this person may have been really unfaithful to you. And I feel like you feel like this person's like out to get you here. And maybe that's because your person is talking about you to them, but there's this sense of jealousy and competition. Somebody feels like they have to compete. Whether this was you or this third party, the competition is still there, okay? Let's see if we can get a little bit more here. Anything else, Spirit, when it comes to this connection for pile 1? The chaser, remember? I was telling you, somebody became the runner and somebody became the chaser here. Self-indulgence, yeah. So, okay. So most definitely, I feel like maybe Pisces, you could have been the chaser here. This person left and you started chasing them, or vice versa, okay? Maybe you left this connection, Pisces, and this person started chasing you. If that's the case, if this person is chasing you, Pisces, this person just is going through their own, they're having to learn how to love themselves and respect themselves. Now, if you are being the chaser, Pisces, okay, you still need to learn how to love yourself. Self-indulgence is here. Focus on self-work, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation, okay? What's important about shadow work here is that you have to basically face those fears. You have to figure out what has you feeling like that, okay? What has you feeling like you're worthless? Is it really this connection, or was there someone before in your past, maybe past connections, past relationships, maybe even a family member, a lack of a family, whatever the case is, you have to dive really deep here, all right, Pisces, and find out what it is that is creating these emotions in you. What has you feeling like people leave you as an option? What has you feeling like you've been abandoned? What has you feeling like you need to go after somebody to show them that you love them, or to prove to them that you love them? It's this sense of having to prove yourself or prove love to someone. And this is that shadow work that you need to do. You need to face those fears and figure out the root of it, where it started, and where it progressed, and how it progressed over a period of time. Really work on yourself here, okay? When you do, the right things will come to you, okay? When you start putting in that work, Spirit will see it, Divine will see it. And again, this is where you'll have that kind of, that hope being fulfilled coming in, okay? I will say that you guys are mirroring each other. So this person does think about you. This person does miss you. This person is caught up in their feels. This could be why the third party is somewhat jealous here, or even, kind of spying on you, because they know this person cares about you and they can see it. Maybe they were being unfaithful in this connection. And when they were in the connection being unfaithful, there was a sense of happiness because they had their cake and they were able to eat it too. But then all of a sudden the connection ended. Maybe you got some news. I don't know what the situation is here to be exact, but I do feel like regardless, one of you chased the other, but you did receive the information you need right here, right? The boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closing issues, right? Closure, okay? So there is this sense of closure here. I feel like the actions that you do need to take is the shadow work on yourself and figure out what has you feeling attached to this person. Is it really because this person is great, or is it just because there's something else deeper? So again, take the time to try to figure this out. Go back through your relationships and try to figure it out without beating yourself up, okay? Take the time to do the self-work. Love yourself. Become this oneness that you need. Again, this mental clarity is coming. The closure you need is here. With that being said, I wouldn't advise you to go back to a connection like this. If it's ended, it ended for a reason. Now, clearly, this person can change and you can change, and in the future, the connection could be strong again. But by looking at this, the actions that are being taken and the way things are going, just take all the time you need. Don't rush with anything. Again, this is why there's this stagnation here. It's this sense of take the time that you need to find yourself, stay still, Because remember, when you're still and in these quiet moments, that's when the answers are going to come, okay? The universe does have big plans for you, but the universe is also saying to make sure to not reveal all your emotions to the next one. So don't rush into a relationship, okay? In other words, if this new person comes in, or even if this person comes back, regardless of the situation here, it's important that you don't tell them everything. Don't be a blabbermouth. Don't be like, oh my God, I love you. I've always loved you. Blah, 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 blah. You know, you have to really focus on only giving them what they give you. It's the equal give and take, okay? So if this person only tells you a little bit of emotions, guess what? You only tell them a little bit of emotions too. If this person tells you everything, I still wouldn't tell them everything. Don't not keep it in, like don't keep it in, sorry, you know, of course tell them things, but it's this equal give and take, right? Equal give and take. Remember to try to keep it balanced and don't show, again, all of your emotions. Be strategic when it comes to the relationships, the options, right? Take the chance and gamble, but play the game. All right, pile number one, that's all I have for you in this reading. We will be tuning into y'all's energies here shortly. I'm going to start uploading this week's videos. So today you should be getting some videos. Pisces, you are the last zodiac sign, which means your reading will probably be on Wednesday or Thursday, okay? So if this does resonate for you, let me know in the comments down below. And again, my email is there if you guys need it. Email me if you need any help when it comes to especially abusive relationships and stuff like that. If you guys ever need the help, reach out to me. I know plenty of people that can help out in tough situations, okay? And if you ever feel like you are, you know, if you're ever in that dark space where you just feel like giving up, please email me. Again, because it's a facade. It's not the reality, okay? It's being trapped in your own negative mind state and just not knowing how to create a positive mind state. But believe it or not, just as easy as it is to be depressed, it's just as easy to be happy. It's just that we don't allow ourselves to. And the main thing with that is that we just don't forgive ourselves enough. We do not forgive ourselves enough. So again, pile number one, that was all I have for you in this reading. I will see you guys in a couple of days where we will look at you versus them, their energy versus your energy, what the outcome is, what's happening, where y'all are at, all that stuff, okay? All right, with that being said, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get into pile two. I believe pile two, yeah, was the Black Obsidian. All right, so we have pile number two, the Black Obsidian, okay? So for those of you guys who chose pile two, this is going to be your reading. Let me just kind of shuffle these cards a little bit here. So again, for pile two, you guys, if this resonates, you're going to let me know in the comments down below how it resonates with your life. Don't forget, the roles can be reversed, okay? You can flip the switch. Your energy can come through as their energy and vice versa, okay? Time is irrelevant. Relationship statuses are irrelevant. Okay. This message might not be for you. You'll know if it is. Again, if it does resonate, let me know in the comments. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. All right. Pile number two. For those of you who chose the Black Obsidian, this is your reading. Black Obsidian arrowhead at that. So we're going to be taking a look clearly at the actions that you should take towards this individual with clarification. We're also going to be taking a look at the connection between you two, as well as your person's energy and your energy, okay? Your person's energy actually got two cards, interesting enough. We have, I listen to opposing opinions, I do good, and I speak positively of others. So I feel like your person does have a lot of positive energy here, okay? I do feel like your person has been hurt, and this is kind of why they try to keep this positive, doing good for others type of vibe. I feel like they have been in their feelings before. This is why they're able to listen to others, because maybe they felt like people didn't listen to them for a while. Yeah, I do feel your person is a positive energy, okay? Doesn't mean that they're perfect. I'm just saying I do feel this positive energy coming through with your person. I really feel like in y'all's connection, they listened to you. You were able to conversate with them. There was communication in this connection. They treated you really good. You felt like this was the one. There was a lot of positive vibes in this connection with this energy here, okay? I also see you over here believing that you are worthy of feeling good, believing that you deserve better, and truly believing it. Putting yourself first here, oneness and self-love. I also have, when I'm in a state of appreciation, I'm in vibrational alignment with my true love nature. Very true. Cardinals here in the image. Maybe you guys have been having a lot of signs from cardinals here, or the color red. Maybe you've been seeing something with a lot of red. But it's this sense of remembering that most of the answers and most of the alignments that we need are with nature. So it's this sense of going outside and listening to the birds chirping when things are just frustrating, whether it be work, family, whatever the situation is, something not working out right. Take a breather, go outside, take a deep breath of air, a breath of fresh air, and just really listening to nature, because you know this is what gives you that calmness. Okay, this is the connection that you need, is nature. So let's take a look at y'all's connection as a couple. We have the Page of Emotions. There's this communication coming in. A lack of mental clarity, though, interesting enough. The Magician, the Ace of Emotions. Wow, the Queen of Inspiration in reverse, the Strength in reverse, the Page of Voices in reverse, the Queen of Voices, and the Eight of Inspiration. Interesting, because there is communication, but there's a lack of mental clarity, which is a little weird here. So yeah, I feel like clearly there was some weaknesses that really bothered somebody here. Okay, so I feel like from your person there was a lot of communication, but then on your part there was a lack of communication. Okay, just gonna call it like it is, Pisces. Again, there was lots of communication from one, but not communication from the other. Okay, so it was almost like this new love, kind of, a little bit childish with the love. Maybe there was some pettiness in the arguments. Maybe there was some pettiness in, sometimes the playfulness can be cute, but when it becomes playfulness all the time, it makes it like an immature relationship, like a petty relationship. It's like somebody at some point wants somebody a little bit more mature. But I feel like both of you guys were kind of new in this connection, new when it comes to, speaking matters of the heart, speaking what was truly on their mind. I feel like one of you guys released all of your emotions and came, out. I feel like it wasn't this person. I honestly feel like your person was more of the one who wasn't very vocal, okay? Because of maybe past trauma that they've had, where when they were like this and they just released all these emotions and just kind of blabbed them all out, I feel like they were hurt. So I feel like your person holds back on saying things, but they listen hell of good. Does that make sense? I feel like your person is a listener, not a talker. Not saying that they don't talk. I'm just saying that I feel like they held their tongue more than you did here. I feel like you really expressed your love. Okay. But with you expressing your love here, there was still a power to manifest this connection in the way you wanted. Okay. I do feel like, though, you were very adverse. You worked with what you were given in this connection. Both of you guys did. You guys both tried really hard here, working with what you had in this connection. Okay. So the things that were positive, you guys worked with them. The things that were negative, you worked on them. And it was this sense of, unfortunately, just not being able to manifest a love out of it. So it was very confusing, and this left the connection very weak. Okay. And it really put somebody feeling, and I have a feeling it was you, Pisces, here. I feel like the Page of Emotions and the Queen of Inspiration is your energy, Pisces. I feel like it's this sense of, again, not being able to manifest this love, not being able to have the mental clarity you need in what direction you should take in this connection here. Okay, again, Queen of Voices in reverse, lack of mental clarity, hardcore. Not getting the mental clarity that you need because this person didn't communicate with you. And I see you really, I see you, Pisces, taking the initiative to end this cycle, to move forward because you feel like you're not getting what you need, okay? You need to be the queen of inspiration in the upright, and you need to have this strength in the upright. And because these are both in the reverse, including the power of love here and the power to manifest this love, it's like you're getting tired and you want to walk away here. I'm really feeling this strong with the Eight of Inspirations. I really feel like you're going back and you're really evaluating all the things that were, that had you feeling a spark when it came to something, okay? Whether the spark was something that you were working on for this connection or whether it was something that you were working on for yourself. I just feel this lack of spark. And because of this lack of spark, it's really putting you into this evaluating. Like, okay, not only this connection, but other connections as well. Like really trying to figure out, well, why am I not getting this from this relationship? What has been the negatives? What has been the positives? And not only in this connection, but other connections too, that is stopping you from manifesting this love that you want. Why are you choosing these people that don't open up, or this person that didn't open up, i.e. example, you know what I'm saying? But let's take a look at what actions you should take towards this person. And then we'll clarify too. All right, we have the Five of Wands. So there is some sense of competition. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, trying to end out this cycle here, right? Seven of Cups in reverse. Lots of illusions here. That would explain why you don't have the mental clarity you need. We also have the King of Wands in reverse, the World, and the Strength card. So ironically, this connection has you feeling weak, and I feel like you take action towards being strong here. Because here we have right under strength with strength, right? So I feel like there was competition, okay? Whether this competition was within you guys, like always competing in this connection, like maybe you felt like you were always competing with work or whatever else this person had going on, whether this was, I don't see any like Three of Cups here or significant threes or anything like that. There's actually no threes on the table. So it's more of this, it's weird because it was like a very mature connection, but yet very immature in its own ways. Like there was a lack of communication, a lack of showing emotions on one side, when the other side was just total giving all emotions, but not getting anything in return. And like I said, Pisces, I really feel like this was you here giving your all in this connection and still not getting what you wanted. This could be in your head here, but I feel like this is what really pushes you away, is you feeling like you have to compete. I don't care what this competition is, just you in general feeling like you have to compete has you in this Eight of Wands in reverse. Really wrapping up these emotions here. Again, Eight of Wands in the upright. Now you have it in the reverse. So now I feel like here you're taking the action. In this connection, you really thought about everything that went wrong in this connection, everything that went right, including your past connections. And now I see you stopping that. Now you're done with that. You're wrapping it up and you're getting into facing the illusions, okay? So now that you've kind of gotten a feel for what it is that sparks your creativity, that sparks your passion, that sparks that connection, and you see now what was it that was this illusion in this connection. So I feel like you did the work that you needed to when it came to self-reflection, when it came to your passions, your creations, regardless if this is love or not. It's this sense of now trying to figure out, okay, now that I know this, what was it in this connection that was a lie? What was it that I wasn't seeing correctly? What was it that I was blinded by? Okay. So the Seven of Cups in reverse is kind of this, this stagnation within the illusions. Okay. So it's like you're really getting stuck in these illusions and you're really trying to focus on these illusions here, which is what you need. But you do have the King of Wands. So I feel like this kind of lets you realize that, this separation is needed from this person. You could be dealing with a fire sign. You don't have to be. But fire sign is all about passions, creativity, and this power to be able to create and manifest, things that are more of the wants, needs, and desires. Okay, not the things that you work on, but the things that actually make you feel good. Okay. Okay. We also have the World. So I do feel like, because of this here, because of this digging deep and doing your shadow work, and remember, shadow work is just facing those fears, trying to figure out and pinpoint where these fears started so that you don't carry these fears into the next connection. Because believe it or not, when we're having a bad relationship, things aren't going right, it's because the two individuals haven't worked on themselves enough. So whether this was you that didn't work on yourself enough or your person, the point is that the connection didn't happen because there was shadow work that needed to be done, okay? So you are getting control of this shadow work here. Again, the 8 of Wands in reverse, the 7 of Cups in reverse, and here's your King of Wands, your separation from this individual, this separation from this passionate connection. Put you in the world, being humble, appreciating your accomplishments, knowing that you worked hard, what you did good in this relationship. And the reason this is here is because you evaluated it. You tried to figure out what was good and what was bad, what you did wrong. And I'm not saying just necessarily what they did to you. This is shadow work that you have to do within yourself, and you have to find what it is that triggers you. This person can't trigger you. What's triggering you is something that is bothering you deep down inside. Doesn't matter what person comes into your life, they're going to trigger you if you haven't faced those fears, if you haven't worked on that shadow work. But again, with this World card here tells me that you do. The actions you take is to figure out what the hell's been going on in these connections. Why can't you manifest the relationship you want? Why can't you have this passionate individual, this King of Wands that you want? Well, because you have to go back and look at it. So here you are with the World card doing so. Being humble, understanding that you did accomplish a lot in this connection. You gained inner strength, right? You gained strength in this connection, and it's beautiful, all right? So clarifying, you did get the most clarification cards. We have the Devil in reverse, the 9 of Wands, the Empress, hello, under the King of Wands. It's like you separate from this individual and you gain your Empress. You are the Empress. Okay. Interesting enough, I feel like maybe the reason this connection was an immature connection is because you jumped in too quickly. Again, Page of Emotions, just kind of quick with the blabbermouth. I feel like the actions that you do take is to not take that leap of faith so quickly. I feel like you really work really hard on figuring out what it is that you truly want. The 4 of Cups here. What it is that you truly need in this connection. And again, just reevaluating everything. This 4 of Cups is like blended pleasure, like not knowing what is what, but I feel like you're working on that here, okay? So with the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Wands and the 7 of Cups, clarifying with the Devil and the 9 of Wands. So I do feel like there was addictions, okay? Again, shadow work that needed to be done. There were things that were coming from childhood or past relationships and issues that needed to be faced and worked on that were never being worked on. It was just like sweeping it under the rug and going on to the next relationship. So it's this sense of this was that devil mentality. It was an addiction. It was compulsive. It was controlling because it was just this madness, right? We also have clarifying with the 9 of Wands, Lord of Strength, understanding that this painful, passionate, emotional roller coaster is almost over. Lots of 7, 8s, and 9s here, getting to the end of a cycle, okay? Again, we have the Empress clarifying the King of Wands. The power to manifest this person, the power to manifest this connection is because it was like Divine took it from you so that you could be in your Empress. Divine wanted to make sure that this connection didn't work so that you could reevaluate what it was and so that you could be in your Empress. So you could be the Empress, okay? That's what this is. That is exactly what this is. And again, determining what is good for you and what is not good for you. We have the Foolish Man, not being naive, okay? Facing your problems head on and being strong. The Lord of Despair and Cruelty, 9 of Wands, ending this painful cycle, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify a little bit more from Spirit as far as the overall advice goes, okay? All right, Spirit, what do you have for pile number 2? Pisces pile number 2, when it comes to this connection and what actions they should take towards this person that they are thinking of. Options, right? All right, let's take a look here. We have kisses, unconditional love, giving and receiving, affection, falling in love. Remember what I was saying, like the equal give and take. You know, if you give all of yourself and you're not getting anything in return, hello, all you're going to do is continue to give away, and not get anything in return. Like, who wants a relationship like that, right? You've got to set those boundaries. You've got to be able to handle it and make sure that you're not giving away all your stuff and not getting anything in return. It's that equal give and take, okay? I feel like you could be stalking this person, you know, and not even stalking this person, just watching them, you know, taking a look at, you know, what it is that they're doing and how they're doing it, or maybe even vice versa. Maybe this person is doing this to you too. Maybe you guys are watching each other, but I feel like this person ghosted you. I feel like this person, this is why there's no communication coming through with the sunglasses here. I feel like this person literally led you on and then just bam, was gone, okay? There's kisses here, which is unconditional loving, giving and receiving and affection. I feel like the give and the receiving of this love needs to be had with you. I feel like you need to give to yourself here. I also feel like in order for you to be able to receive the love you need, you have to love yourself. Because remember, it's all about vibration and frequency. So if you're walking around and not even speaking it, but in your head you're thinking you're not good enough, believe it or not, you're walking with your head down. And people from the outside looking in can see that and sense that. So even in a new connection, if you haven't worked on the things that you need to work on, this new person coming in, or even this connection, whatever it is, doesn't matter. They're going to sense that you're not together, that you don't love yourself fully and respect yourself fully. And guess what's going to happen? Whatever frequency you are vibrating is going to be vibrated on to others. And that person is going to treat you the same way. So with this unconditional love, I feel like you need to give and love yourself more, okay? We have paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, okay? Being in union with yourself is the most important thing here because, again, if you're not in union, you'll never have a union in a relationship. Okay, we have girl talk. Talk with your friends, move on from this situation. Be happy being single and living in the moment and having fun and gaining the strength that you need, okay? We also have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Again, there is lots of self-love here, okay? We have keys on a ring. There's many options. There's many decisions. Somebody was being stringed along, and somebody was a one-night stand here, okay? So this connection, again, this is why I said I felt like it was a very immature connection. Like it wasn't long-term. It wasn't long-lasting because maybe this person, they listen to opposing opinions. They seek positivity from others and do good. I'm not saying that this person's bad, but maybe this person just didn't communicate with you that you were just a one-night stand, or they were only passionately attracted to you. They didn't see anything else with you. But again, remember, if there is some deep-seated issues within you, this connection wasn't going to work anyways. It's not their fault. It's your fault for not doing the shadow work when it comes to you, okay? So it's important that you get this disunion together with you. Balance out you and figure out what it is that you need to work on before you can allow anybody into your, into your life, into your circle. Because if not, this is just going to repeat itself over and over again. We have passion, insane chemistry. You like each other equally, having fun. The clock, need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress, okay? Self-indulgent, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Bam. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have karmic relationship, okay? Karmic relationship. So look, it's important to understand, okay, regardless if you want this connection or not, you need to do the work on yourself. You need to do this shadow work. And let me tell you something. The reason this connection might not be working, and it's strongly what I'm feeling, is because of this disunion within you, Pisces, okay? This person could be the man of your dreams, but if you've got some deep-seated issues, okay, and I'm not saying that this person doesn't either, okay, that's not what I'm saying here, but it's important that you focus on you, okay? It's like the second you focus on you and you start appreciating you, then it's like this connection will be different. And if this connection isn't different, then that's because this person isn't what you really need or what you truly want, okay? So it's important to figure out what your issues are and what you truly want and what it is to be loved from your standpoint, okay? What it is that love is to you, because these are your boundaries that you're creating. You're creating your boundaries of what you'll accept and what you won't accept. You do not want to be in a relationship that has you weak like this, okay? So yeah, I feel like this person's going to trigger you, but this person triggering you creates the strength that you need, okay? It creates the self-love that you need. Take your time with this. Do not rush into this. Do not make any decisions. Currently, with the energy the way it is, take the time to focus on you, all right, my Pisces? With that being said, we're going to go ahead and end this reading. I will be giving you guys a reading in the next couple of days. We're going to be doing a you versus them to really find out what's going on, not only with your energy, but their energy as well. We're going to find out what are the obstacles. We're going to find out, obviously, what they're working on, what it is that they need to work on, what spirit has them working on, and same thing with you, okay? So, again, I'll see you guys in a couple of days. We'll really, again, just really figure out the energies and the problems going on, okay? If this resonated, let me know down below in the comments how it does resonate with your life. I love you guys. Stay blessed. And like I said, I'll see you guys in a couple of days, okay? All right, you guys. And don't forget to follow me on social media platform. All of my links are down below in the description box. Follow me because I will be uploading who has won my 200 subscriber giveaway over there. All right, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into pile number 3. All right, so for those of you guys who chose pile number 3, the rose quartz, this is your reading. And same thing, just like with pile 1 and pile 2, we're going to be looking at the connection between you two. We're also going to be looking at what advice for what actions you should take towards your person. And we're also going to be looking at your person's energy as well as your energy, okay? With your person's energy, they affirm that all life is sacred and I care for the earth. So I feel like your person is an animal lover. They definitely like to go out and take hikes. They're more adventurous when it comes to the outdoor world because they are very in tune with it, okay? For you, when I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, it's like when you are not closed-minded and you're open-minded, more answers will come to you. And it's so intriguing when you put your faith in this sense of understanding how our universe works, how we all align with one another, and how our planets align with us, and how these planets, these moons, the sun, I say moons, but how the moon and the sun, just everything. It's crazy how much we actually are all connected. As much as we think we're all different, we are so connected, okay? But I have this sense that you're very spiritual and you're in awe with the way things work, okay? Again, I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. You know this. I accept that good things come easily and I am a super attractor. Most definitely, you've got this positive energy. I have a smile on my face the whole time I'm speaking this, so I feel that energy. All right, Pisces. So let's take a look at y'all's connection as a unit, as two. We have the 2 of materials in reverse. We have the 9 of emotions in reverse. We have temperance, the 3 of inspiration in reverse, and the 10 of voices. So yeah, I see this as definitely a disunion here. Okay, there was a very, very damaging ending here. Okay, this is like a really brutal ending. Okay. The 2 of materials, I really feel like there was never a new beginning when it came to the manifestation of this connection. I feel like maybe Pisces, you really truly just wanted this person and this person never gave you the time of the day. There was a decision made and I feel like you weren't the decision. There was no passionate beginning that actually took place, okay? Very simple connection here. Not a whole lot to go off of other than this was a wish not fulfilled. The decision was made and no new beginning took place, okay? No passionate beginning took place and this led to the 10 of voices, a very painful ending, okay? So there was never a manifestation in this connection. So let's take a look at what actions you should take towards this person. We have the 2 of wands in reverse, the 8 of pentacles, the King of Cups, the Devil in reverse, the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Cups in reverse. Clarifying with the King of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Princess of Swords, and the Lovers. Interesting though. So because this disconnection never took place, I see you not taking direction towards this individual. I see you working really hard on focusing on yourself and focusing on this King of Wands energy, okay? This King of Cups energy. I see you working really hard to get your mind off of this connection, as well as working really hard to just not focus on love so much. But I also see you working really hard to focus on love. It's kind of weird because it's like this: 1 minute you're really focused on work and you're not trying to think about love and a connection with anybody. And then the next you're like, I'm going to get my shit together so that when the right one comes in, I've got this. You know, it's kind of like this back and forth. But either way, you're working really hard here, okay? You're working really hard to a passionate new beginning, period. Okay? So I feel like not taking direction with this partner is the actions that you should be taking. Clearly, why are you going to hold on to a connection that has no beginning? But we do have the King of Cups coming in, clarified with the Ten of Pentacles. So I do feel like, with the Devil here in reverse, there's some sense of addiction. I feel like you are addicted to this energy here. And I feel like because of that, it has distracted you. And so you're not being fulfilled when it comes to the manifestation, okay? Because you're holding on to this connection. This connection has basically stopped you from achieving the things that you need to have, or the things that you deserve to have. Again, it's this Devil in reverse energy, being stuck, being obsessed, being kind of controlled by the idea of. We have the Seven of Swords here in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse, clarified with the Princess of Swords and the Lovers. So I feel like when you get into this depressing state here, okay, that's when you start to wake up and have mental clarity, okay? I feel like this hurt was needed to wake you up. This hurt was needed to shake you to your core so that you could see, okay, so that you could evaluate what it was that was true love. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to figure it out to a T, because the Four of Cups is still in reverse here. But the reason this Four of Cups is in reverse is because a lover is going to be coming in. A soulmate connection is going to be coming in here, okay? Excuse me. So yeah, I do feel like there is some sense of obsession with this connection. I feel like you really wanted this connection to work. You really wanted this person, but this person never even gave you a chance. So this is where that addiction was, okay? I do see you working hard. I do see you trapped in your emotions, trapped in the not having the answers that you needed, the lack of mental clarity. Why didn't this person just tell you you were a booty call and they didn't like you? But let me ask you this. With this Devil in reverse, even if they had told you the truth, and maybe they did, but even if they had said, no, I don't want anything to do with you, I'm done, would you still have been able to let go so easily? Honestly. And if you answered no, if you feel like it wouldn't have changed anything, even if they had said, you know, all the things that you don't want to hear, okay, the truth behind everything, you know, no, I don't want to be with you, no, I'm not attracted to you, no, you were just a one-night stand, would you still think about this person in the same way? Of course you would, because the way you feel for them is the way you feel for them. It doesn't matter what this person says or does. If they walked away and left you as an option. So of course, those emotions are going to still be there regardless if this person tells you that or not. Does that make sense? So in reality, the issues lie within you, okay? Regardless if this person comes to you or walks away, you should be okay. And the fact that you're not okay when things like this happens should wake you up to understanding that where you're giving this love is not where it needs to be given. Does that make sense? And once you realize that, that's when the Lovers comes in. That's when this soulmate connection comes in. So I really feel like the actions you need to take towards this individual is not towards this individual at all, but towards yourself, okay? Towards, yes, take what you liked about this individual, use that as a boundary of what you want in a connection, you know, obviously, but also look at the things that you didn't like in this connection. This person wasn't stable. This person lacked commitment. This person, whatever the case is, everybody's situation is going to be different. But look at those things and really figure it out with this Four of Cups. Figure out what it is that has you feeling sad, feeling alone, feeling lost, feeling the grief. Figure that out, and when you do, again, the Lover will come in, okay? So let's clarify a little bit more here and really find out what's going on here with Spirit, all right? All right, Spirit, what do you have for us? Show us the overall connection. I'm going for at least 6 to 10 cards normally, sometimes a little bit more. It just really depends. A few cards flipped over in the deck I'll go through right now. We have Cupid's arrow. Not today. Let's see. I think that was all that flipped over. All right, let's take a look here. We have the golden mirror, okay? Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship. Yeah, clearly you were willing to give this person something and they didn't even give you a chance. The sword and rose, you did get some sense of mental clarity. You did seek the truth and you are receiving the truth. And this is what will create those boundaries and protect you, okay? I see you working really hard on figuring this out. I see this, okay? So we also have abundance, healthy choices, twin flames, not today, and Cupid's arrow. Okay, let's break this down. Bottom of the deck, we have talking, okay? Again, I really feel like there was just not enough here, okay, in this connection. But this is a twin flame connection, okay? So you guys are pretty much the same. You are the balance. You are duality. You complement each other. This could be why you were attracted to them so much, okay? And look, Pisces, I'm going to be honest with you. You can work on this all you want. And if you try to go back into this connection, if this person isn't right with themselves, if they are in disunion, they aren't going to realize you're their twin flame, okay, that you're their counterpart here. But I do feel like this took place for you to start doing the work. Now, let me tell you something. This same situation happened to me a long time ago, okay, a really long time ago. And honestly, I held on to this person for a really long time because I just couldn't understand the connection. 10 years go down the line, okay, with the depression hitting every so often, not a lot, but every now and then I'd just all of a sudden be depressed, thinking of this person, not understanding why. It took me 10 years to realize that that person came into my life for me to realize my self-worth and to also realize what it was that I wanted in a connection. The one thing that person lacked repeatedly was consistency, was stability. They were never there to stay. They only came to give this awesome connection and then to leave. So I didn't understand it. It was very hard for me. But like I said, 10 years down the road, I realized. So this may take a long time for you. This may take 2 weeks. This may take 10 years. It's really hard to say, but I do know that you do get the mental clarity you need and you go towards that mental clarity. And when you go towards that mental clarity, you work on yourself, and that's why the soulmate connection comes in. I feel like your person, your other half, is coming in. Your soulmate is coming in. I feel like this was a twin flame connection. You were made to learn from this. And what were you made to learn? What it is that you truly yearn for. What it is that you truly desire when it comes to love, okay? You do need to make healthy choices for you guys, for yourself, sorry. Now, in this connection, you guys are marrying each other, okay? Not this lover here, not this soulmate connection, but this twin flame connection. We have two different connections. We have a new connection coming in once you achieved what it is that you need to work on here, okay? But this soulmate connection aside, we will check this out in another reading. But more importantly is this twin flame connection. You guys are marrying each other. There is unconditional love here, okay? Whether this person left you as an option or not just kind of doesn't really matter because, again, this person can be having their own issues and you have your own issues. But I do feel like you do need to make these healthy choices, okay, for yourself. You need to keep a positive mindset and manifest exactly what you want, okay? Don't hold on to something that is not good for you. If you don't feel good, why would you want to be with this person? I know it's easier said than done. I get it. Not enough, frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy, okay? Again, this is why I said it's important for you to figure out what it is that you need and where these things kind of stem from and what sparked them, what has you feeling like you are better or not enough, okay, because it can be switched here. But regardless, this relationship is evolving you, and it will evolve them. It may be quicker for one of you than the other, but there is a mental clarity with this ending, okay? There is truth with this ending, and there is a purpose with this ending. So savor the moment. You're in awe with the spirituality anyways. Understand that this was made for a reason. Learn from it, evolve, and grow so that you can get this relationship that you want, whether this is with this individual or not. Who knows? It all depends on the work that you do and the work they do. All right, Pisces pile number 3, that's all I have for you. I hope it resonated for you in some way, shape, or form. If it did, let me know down below how it does and how it relates to your personal situation. Like I said, I was a little bit late getting these videos up for you guys, which means I'm uploading the rest of the videos today, tomorrow, and the next day. So you guys will be getting another reading here in the next few days, okay? So be on the lookout for that. We're going to do the you versus them regular spread, okay? All right, Pisces. Well, I love you guys. Stay blessed. Blessed be. Don't forget, comment below. Let me know how it resonates. Give me a thumbs up if it resonated. And don't forget to share so this message can get sent out to the person it was made for, the person that needs to hear it. All right? All right, you guys. I love you. Again, stay blessed. Blessed be. And I will see you next week. Or not even, in a few days. All righty. Bye.